Hey, thanks for watching my video. I'll make it as short and sweet as possible. My goal is to do more of these short videos where each time I tell a single story or cover a certain subject that I can do in just a few minutes. So let me jump right in and admit at the outset that I'm not an expert on any of this. I'm just a single guy with my own knowledge and my own opinions. So let that be what it is. What I'd like to tell you about is a story when I was younger about going on the color tours of Michigan and what I've learned about the trees and how they were affected by the mountain ranges here in North America. So when we moved to Michigan, I think I was about 7 years old, my parents took us on a color tour, which is, for those of you who don't know, I highly recommend visiting Michigan in the fall and going on a color tour, and I'll tell you why. You rent a small plane and fly up and then look at the trees. That's essentially it. That's what a color tour is. And when you do this in the fall, you can see just how diverse and amazing the tree species are in that neck of the woods. Literally, the trees are every single color: yellow, orange, dark green, light green, even blue-green. And when you get up high enough, you can see that there's just this vast patchwork quilt of colors. And it's amazing. The image is still stuck with me, 30 some odd years later. But I didn't find out why it was that way until recently. I remember being very curious by a foreign exchange student that I met in college who said Europe does not have this many colors of trees. He was absolutely astounded by how gorgeous our trees turn in the fall. All these different colors are just not something that he grew up seeing. And the reason why we have a more diverse tree population in North America is because of our mountain ranges. We have two mountain ranges. We've got the Rockies, Cha-Cha-Cha, and they go north to south from Canada to Mexico. And then the Appalachians over here, a little bit more of an angle, but still mostly north to south. So that when the Ice Age started pushing down, all of the animal, bird, and plant species had to migrate south in order to survive. We think about squirrels migrating and deer and birds, sure, but we don't often think about trees migrating. I think because our lifespans are so much shorter than theirs. But they do migrate, and they often require help from animals in order to do so, whether that's squirrels burying nuts or birds eating berries and then pooping them out and further downfield. Trees end up migrating into new areas, and this giant ice shelf was forcing them to move south in order to survive. It goes very slowly, but trees still move a lot faster than glaciers. But in Europe, their mountain ranges are more east to west. They've got the, I think the Pyrenees Mountains. I'm not as adept on European geography. I know the Caucasus Mountains kind of block one part of it, and the Mediterranean Sea to the south. So when that glacial ice age came pushing everything south, these trees had to move east to west and kind of zigzag in order to escape, and they couldn't move it fast enough. So a lot of the more tropical, temperate surviving trees died off. The only ones that survived were the kind that could endure that cold. And so when the glaciers retreated, they had a clear path in North America to bring all those colorful, more temperate trees back up into the populations of North America. But in Europe, they are left with a shorter stack of trees to draw from. And this diversity makes our forests, A, more beautiful to look at, B, more plentiful for different animal species, bird species, and other plants that survive off of, trees being the central pillar of any forest ecosystem. And I think it's a good illustration of diversity, both for making a more beautiful world, for making a healthier world, and a stronger ecosystem. That's all. I hope you enjoy it. Please feel free to share your thoughts and let me know if I got anything wrong. I'm always open to learn. Have a good day.